There are other regions of the brain that play essential roles in making decisions, but their exact mechanisms and actions are still unknown. But the two major things are your prefrontal, your logical, and the hippocampus, the emotional. The decision-making process results from communication between the prefrontal cortex, working memory, and the hippocampus, the long-term memory. So the prefrontal cortex is right here. We have about 150,000 years of our species with a prefrontal cortex, our ability to self-reflect, to decide, in terms of living in caves and hunting and learning things and reflecting on what worked and what didn't work. We've had this decision-making capability connected to the hippocampus, the emotional side. So, and both of these work together. Both of these work together to produce the results that we have. When I was a kid and we went to gym class, we bought a pair of Keds, which were the gym shoes available at the time, threw them in our gym locker, and those were our workout shoes, or the shoes we went to gym class with. Today, when you take a child, or you go to buy a kind of athletic shoe, today the choices that you have between whether it's a walking shoe or it's a running shoe, and if so, and if it's a basketball shoe or the number of choices that you have in that one decision. You go into a store or you get online, there are over 86,000 choices offered to you for one pair of athletic shoes. Now, you don't look at 86,000, and your conscious mind doesn't pick up the fact that there are 86,000 inputs coming your way, but your subconscious does. Your subconscious does. It is coming from all kinds of manufacturers. Rightly so. They've got wonderful products and wonderful things to bring and say, buy mine, buy mine, buy mine. That's one decision with all of this input. You walk down a grocery store and you want one thing. Maybe you want some cereal, and you're going to decide, is it going to be this or this or this, or a homemade granola down the street? You're going to be making all kinds of what are really more mundane and not so much decisions. One time, this is years ago, when I was really looking at keeping myself focused on what I wanted to make important in my life. And I had to begin really turning up the volume on my noticing what I was noticing. And I went to get my hair done at a new hair salon. And when the woman was going to wash my hair, she put in front of me 3 different kinds of fragrance for the shampoo. It could be cucumber, it could be pear, or it could be apple. And I found myself wanting to smell. I was about to smell the 3 different shampoos as if it mattered if she was going to use cucumber or pear or apple on my head. And I just realized that I had been allowing myself to get kind of seduced into decisions that didn't really matter. And by means of that, the amount of time where I was really focusing on decisions that did matter were lessened, just because I was playing more at the surface of what was coming at me instead of deciding to pay attention to what is coming from me and serve that. Charles Barker says, Raymond Charles Barker, the decision is the most important function of the individual mind, and no creative process can begin until a decision is made.